attitudinal side of being wired differently. We know that there's 3 stages of being wired differently. And we know the first one is genetic, the second one is attitudinal, and the third one is actualization. So let's talk about the attitudinal disorder, my favorite stage of being wired differently, because I'm clearly that attitudinal disordered guy. I wrote a whole book about it called Wired Differently. And most of the book is about this whole attitudinal side of being wired differently. We all know that genetic play a big part of how we start. And over time, and by the time we're 15 or 16 years old, we learned that this attitudinal side has been developed. So all these things that our mentors and our teachers and our parents and our grandparents and all these important people actually taught us over those years are coming out of us in this attitudinal disorder stage of being wired differently. And this is where we really separate ourselves from the rest of the world. We stand out for being different. We do things differently. We love differently. We forgive different. We fight different. We think different. We go to bed different. We wake up different. I mean, all these things about us, this high performance, this peak performance mindset that we have, this piece that pushes us to separate ourselves from others or come up with different ideas or do things differently. That's what I want you to understand. This was all done to us early in the genetic side, and now we're stuck with it through this attitudinal disorder side of ourselves for the rest of our lives. This attitudinal disorder side is our blessing and it's our curse. It's our blessing and it's our curse. I want you to understand that. We're stuck with it. We're not going to ever change. So we might as well deal with it. We're special in that regard. So this attitudinal side, I want you to understand, is what makes us powerful, what makes us strong. It's what makes us successful. And I want you to embrace these ideas of what happened and how we were formed in those first 15, 16 years. It created this attitudinal disorder side of us. The guy that jumps out of the plane, the guy that works harder, longer, the guy that takes on the gangsters, or whatever those people are that you are, that drive you to be that type of person, to not take no for an answer. That attitudinal disorder person that's always the first one on or the last one off. The one that people look at and say, you know, that's not a good idea. Oh, he's stupid. He's gonna waste all his money on that. He's something he's not. And she's always talking a big game, and her parents tried that, and I get so tired of that. I'm that guy they're talking about. And so are you. And I need you to embrace it and love the fact that you're attitudinally disordered. Love the fact that you're wired differently. Love the fact that you got a lot of people out there that are just like you. And we're collecting right now. We're wired differently. I want you to embrace it. I want to challenge you. You're wired differently.